All right, welcome to a video on understanding your attachment system. Let's not waste time and we'll jump right into it. So your attachment system, what is it? Well, your attachment system is a biological mechanism that has evolved over thousands and thousands of years to promote you attaching to the people around you. So let's think about this. Thousands and thousands of years ago, you are alone on a safari and there's some predatory animal and it's just you. This predatory animal is going to come and eat you and poop you out, and flowers are going to grow where you used to be. But because of this attachment system that we have in our brains, we attach to the people around us. John starts to care for Carl, and Carl cares for John, so they go out hunting together. Saber-toothed tiger sees John and Carl and says to itself, I don't know if I can eat both of those people. I think I'm not going to do it. So the moral of the story here is that your attachment system is made for your survival and evolved for your survival. What does your attachment system do? What your attachment system is doing right now is monitoring the safety and availability of your primary attachment figures. So let's think about it this way. When you were a kid and you're sitting there with your mom, and mom is holding you and she's humming to you, but then she gets up and she goes to get some Folgers coffee because it's the 90s and you're an infant, your attachment system is going to turn on. And what happens when your attachment system turns on? Well, when your attachment system turns on, it's basically your brain telling you, my primary attachment figure is not available and I don't feel safe anymore. So what happens? Well, you cry. The reason that you cry is because you want mom to come back and you're trying to notify mom that I need you to come back because I feel threatened. Mom comes back with their Folgers coffee, your attachment system turns off, and subsequently you feel safe again because mom is available and you feel scared. Now, why is it important to understand this for you, the viewer? Well, it depends on where you're at in the spectrum. If you're real anxious, then it's important because it leads to activation behaviors. We'll learn about that more later on in the series. But if you're super avoidant, then it leads to things called deactivation behaviors. And suffice to say that both of these strategies, resulting from a switched on attachment system, will sabotage the relationships that you really want deep down. Fair enough. Bottom line here, knowing about your attachment system accomplishes two things. The first thing that it accomplishes is it gives you the ability to make new choices. If you know that your attachment system is being activated by somebody, one, you might say, well, maybe I shouldn't date this person because they keep activating my attachment system. Or two, you might say, my attachment system is activated, and because of that, I might see things in a distorted way. And because I know I might see things in a distorted way, I might wait for myself, A, to calm down, or B, I'll use effective communication that I've learned to try and mitigate for the effects of my activated attachment system. The other thing that knowing about your attachment system will teach you is it will teach you to be self-aware. So I know that my attachment system is on, and because I know this now, I can make new choices as opposed to following the same unconscious track that I've been doing probably for most of my life. Moving forward in this series, we're going to dive deeper into anxious attachment. We're going to dive deeper into avoidant attachment and secure attachment. We're going to explore the dynamics between avoidant and anxious and why that's such a compelling bond and why it's so toxic. We're going to explore what makes a healthy relationship, and we're going to wrap up with trying to take everything that we've learned in this series and turn it into practical advice for you, the viewer, to take into your own personal life and hopefully form better relationships. Cool. I'll see you in the next video where we explore anxious attachment. Let's end with a high five as usual. Skadoosh.